Oh, you just, okay.
I just did.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
What's up, everybody? I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
It's Living for Crits. It's Sunday night. Hope everyone's having a good romance of the Cyclops Con, if that is what you're doing tonight or today or this weekend.
What you're jamming on.
What you're jamming on. Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
What's going on? I did have a fun game of Beneath the Well of Brass today by Harley Stroh, which I have the adventure out for a couple of reasons. We're going to talk about it in a second here for a reason. So I ran that this morning, and thanks to Jake, Kurt, Alan, and Marlene for a really good session. It was a 2.5-hour game. It is not a long module. You could do this in 2 hours easily. So if you're going to run it, it's great for shorter con games. I know when I ran adventures at, what was that? Save Against Fear. There was 3-hour slots one year, and it would work great for a 3-hour slot or a demo game. Hey, Dev is here too. So yeah, so we did that. We're gonna move on to
my hair up. Just put it up.
Judge Evie Presides, the part of the show where you send questions to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com.
Should
What?
I put it up?
Sure.
I don't know what to do with it.
We can have the segment of a show called Judge Evie Puts Her Hair Up.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing. I'm conflicted.
Okie dokie.
Now I don't know. It's being so weird.
Let's get to the questions.
Okay. That looks
If there are
stupid.
questions. Are there questions?
This does not look good. Vito La Hair.
Okay. Questions.
Okay. Refreshing.
Do you not have any questions this week? There are some questions.
Oop.
There's a wrap, it looks
Bam.
like. Okay.
I got the questions.
All right, here we go.
I feel so close to the camera today.
It's okay. You're always close to the camera when the camera's close to you.
I feel very close.
Go for the question.
These are from Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Shocker.
Shocker.
That sounded mean. I'm not trying to.
No, it's awesome because he's the only person that says his questions. I don't always say
Really?
shocker. We shouldn't be mean
I
about
feel
that.
too close to the camera. Hold the phone. It's making my hair look worse than it already is. Like, this looks so much better.
This is terrible.
You need to pull some
Read the
hair.
question.
Okay.
Read the question. Read the question.
Aloha, judges. We've had lots of rain again in Queensland. Rain and flooding. ...
That sucks.
So only Crocs were able to swim over and ask questions this week.
I hope that's not true, but in Australia it sounds
Crocs
accurate.
are so ugly.
Yeah.
Like the shoe.
No, shut up. Crocs, the shoes are fantastic.
The animals are fine. The shoes are ugly.
The shoes are awesome.
The
My
shoes should
my
never be a
preferred
thing.
footwear is Crocs.
That says so much
With
value,
socks.
and it's not a good thing.
Crocs and socks is the way to go.
Ugh. And then they get if you walk in water with the Crocs,
It's
and your
gross.
socks get wet, and then
Well, that's when you take the Crocs off. Or I'm sorry, you take the socks off and put them in your pocket so they stay dry. Read the questions.
This makes me so sad. Anyways, I had to translate and may not have been able to capture these questions word for word, but I'm sure it's good enough. Number 1. What game would you use to run Waterworld, or what have you used?
MCC. I mean, I ran a Waterworld adventure in MCC, and I would say that that's the best system for it is Waterworld. Is Mutant Crawl Classics. I mean, what else would you use?
Is this the Nothing's Free in Waterworld?
Nothing's
thing?
Free in Ocean World Adventure.
Oh yeah.
But it's Waterworld.
Yeah.
It was Waterworld plus Sequest DSV. Two great things like peanut butter and chocolate.
Which one's which?
Waterworld was the peanut butter and Sequest DSV was the chocolate.
Okay. Do I have food on my face?
Yes.
I do?
No.
Where?
You don't. MCC, and Dev agrees. MCC Waterworld sounds awesome.
Number 2. Duh.
It is awesome.
Duh. Have you run
Nothing's
any...
free in Waterworld. Dryland's a
Ocean
myth.
World.
Dryland's a myth.
Have you run any games where weather effects such as floods played a significant role or posed challenges for players, perhaps a villain who controls the weather?
I mean, I'm running the flood right now for Deadlands.
Does it have floods?
There is gonna be a flood at some point. Maybe, who knows? Weather controlling. I mean, when I ran some Savage Superheroes years ago, where one of the player characters was all like Storm, who controlled the weather from like X-Men. Any other weather characters we dealt with? Not really. Mr. Citrus says anything with Jonathan Brandis is always chocolate. I will say, when I ran Nothing's Free in Ocean World, part of the plot is that there's this that Darwin the dolphin, or who is the emperor and lord of the Dolphin Inquisition, has clones, so many clones of Jonathan Brandis's character from that show. So I went a little too far with that. Keep going. Anyway.
Number 12.
Number 12.
What is the deck setting after Dying Earth comes out that you think would be great for DCC or MCC? Cheers, view entire message.
What do you think would be good to be DCC? What do you think? A good setting?
What?
What's a good setting that Goodman Games should go after?
I don't know, because I feel like every time I say something, it's already been done.
Well, why don't you come up with an idea?
Well, I don't know, what classifies.
Like old school books. What's the oldest school book you can think of that DCC should go after?
Like, what kind of book?
Like a book, like some kind of fiction that could be DCC'd. What's a book you've read? What's a book you've read in school? Let's just try. What is a book, Evie? Define a book.
A piece of technology.
It's a piece of paper.
It's a joke. It's a funny joke.
Are we getting tea, or is this Evie? Is it Evie's really showing up? Mr. Citrus is correct. Mouse Guard did have a weather challenge that can take place during the adventure. And I guess technically I played Mouse Guard.
Un coaster.
And they're away. Just give us the cups.
Okay.
What's that?
You have. I brought the. Thanks.
Oh, like not regular.
Ooh.
You have Wildberry Zinger.
Nice.
And you have Lord Kensington British Blend with honey.
I would love to see
Is it hot?
Goodman Games get the rights to do
My
Conan.
Little Pony.
Conan, the Barbarian.
My idea was pretty good.
I mean, okay, Goodman Games Pony would be fine, but I would never get it. But I think that I would love to see them have the rights for Conan the Barbarian. So that's or wait, check this. Ready? What if Goodman Games went a little crazy
I had the rights of Skylanders.
and they connected with Disney and got the rights for Willow?
What?
The movie Willow. It's what one is that? It's Willow.
What's Willow?
With Val Kilmer in it.
Did I watch that one?
Anyway,
Wait, which one's that? I'm gonna look it up.
you watched it. What's the next question?
Now I'm looking it up.
I just can't believe you don't remember watching Willow. You know, I mean, so wait, you're gonna go to this movie, okay? That was the guy who played Willow Ufgood, okay? And which I can't remember his name because it's Warwick Davis, who also was Wicket the Ewok, and Ron Howard was in it, or did he direct it? Wow, so that was such a good movie. And Mr. just loves Willow, so Willow should get it. What was our other next question?
That was it.
Okay, so let's go into the Judge Evie presides section then.
We just did that.
I'm sorry. Let's go into the question here. So we have a question from that I got today on
rap?
my. Oh, I didn't have a rap. Well, let's do the rap then. This week's rap is
This
from
is kind of funny because
Greg Schwartzkopf, as always.
someone called me a stock character the other day.
Here we go. You ready? This is what, a stock and trade.
Someone called me a stock character.
Here we go. Ready?
I don't know what that is.
You ready?
Yeah. Let us now celebrate a concept that's so great. For a one-shot or a short campaign, a reliable rock is the character stock. Gets us testing on all player brains, all laid out in advance, leaving nothing in chance. Having skills that are matched for the game, and a name and a voice and a player's choice, and you're off without delay or pain. So create a fine crew, prepare for daring do. Let's folks choose and adapt what they can. Get all quest underway. You all came here to play. make stock character part of your plan.
Woo!
I was called a stock character.
Good job, Greg. As always, a good rap. These are always from Greg Schwarzkopf. I mean, anyone's free to send us raps, but and we'll do poor jobs rapping them.
True.
All right, so this week's question is going to be called Kickstarter Exclusives. This comes from my friend Rose, and she asks, okay, different topic. Well, because this was on Discord, she asked me. How do you feel about Kickstarter exclusives in games, particularly ones limited to the first 100 backers or other such limits, with talking points discussing FOMO, fear of missing out, and collectors? And some examples, and I think it's not just a Kickstarter thing we should talk about, is exclusives in general. Because I have some maybe strong feelings on this topic, maybe some, I don't know, on one set of products in general, you know. But just some examples, I would say, from the Kickstarter side. You know, I have a copy of the leather-bound edition of The Strange here, which I got back in 2014. You know, this one here was a signed nameplate. You know, so this was a pretty rad item that I received as being a Kickstarter backer for The Strange. So I was happy to get it. But I will say, the material on the inside is the same stuff you get from any other Strange book. Another example would have been this this Norse Foundry Deadlands dice roller, which I believe this was a Kickstarter exclusive for the Deadlands Kickstarter, for the Deadlands West Kickstarter. But for being exclusive, I was able to find it on Amazon actually, so I could buy it later. So I don't know how exclusive that was, if that's because they just came out with more of them. I thought it was exclusive, or maybe they just had more versions left.
It has some extras.
Yeah. And the last thing I would mention as an exclusive, and this is when Goodman Games does their DCC Day exclusives, which is supposed to be you can get these either in limited number off of the website, from the Goodman Games website, or you can get them in print at a game store if you show up on DCC Day. So, Judge Evie, do you have any feelings about Kickstarter exclusives?
Yeah, I think they're pretty rad.
I hate them.
Great. I hate them too.
So hear me out a second. I totally get it, that I have a real challenge with exclusives when, especially the ones that are like that exist because of like things like DCC Day or Free RPG Day. I wish
you can't ever get it again.
I
What
think,
if you forget?
What was that?
What if you forget?
Well, I mean, remember for us, I remember
you had your calendar set to the wrong day.
I remember this one year we were trying to, I think, I don't know if it was last year or not, or one of the years we were trying to get stuff for like one of the exclusives from Goodman Games, and like the website crashed or something like that, and they ran out of it, and we had tickets for a show, so it had to be before COVID, you know. It was like a DCC Day thing. I think it was DCC Day when we went to go see Be More Chill, not Be More Chill, Beetlejuice.
Is that August?
I'm guessing, yeah. So is this gonna be a Christmas episode all over again? I don't remember. Did we do a Christmas episode where we got nasty? Maybe we did.
We get nasty a lot.
Yeah, I got an issue with exclusives. I just feel like if it's going to be, I think somebody even said this on my Discord server, if it's going to be something that like the material can't be received elsewhere, and it's just an adventure, that or a source book or something like that, you can't get it some other way. I think it's kind of tough, and I don't want to say crappy, but I get the reason why the companies do it, but it drives me bonkers, especially if I have to be in person to go pick up, because not every game store is going to participate, and then you have to go find one that does, or you have to go ask your friends to go pick you up a copy.
How's
which,
it look?
fortunately, it looks good. I have friends that'll do that, but it's a pain in the ass. I don't know. It's an issue for me.
Yeah, it is. I agree, 100%.
I don't mind is people that is the thing where it says the first 100 backers or 1,000 backers or first backers.
What if they're the first 1,000 and first?
I like the people who are the first backers and they get a discounted backer level maybe. The idea of being there. I prefer it to be like during the first day, not the first number. I don't like when they're like the limited, like here's 100 of these, Because what if they misjudge how many people want to back the first day? So I don't know. I really, in general, it doesn't take a lot to aggravate me, I guess. But I will say that it's one of those things that I understand that you have to find ways to market your Kickstarter, and you want to make things exclusive so that makes people want to buy it during that series. I would just prefer that that what you're getting is a saving somehow by being the people initially backing. That maybe it's a saving on shipping, or maybe you're saving on the price. Dev says Kickstarter exclusive for the last 1,000 backers. I think that when it's something where you're only going to get it as the first 100 backers, that might dissuade some people backing it later because the first person people have the best deal. Especially as time has gone on, and there's some Kickstarters now where it's not that different in cost getting it or kickstarting it right then and there, and then waiting till later to just buy it separately. So if you missed out in the Kickstarter, in the beginning or in the first day and the first 1,000 backers, what's the incentive to back it later on in the Kickstarter? I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. I don't know. I'm trying to think of why my thoughts are so strong. I'm glad you agree.
I agree.
That's great. So maybe we're just being pains in the butt about this. That's very possible.
What episode are we not doing that about something?
It's true. So we would love to hear your comments, and especially on YouTube in the comment section. This will be great. This is like the post where I mentioned communism and we got like 1 trillion dislikes on it.
Did it?
Oh yeah. It was back when they had this like thumbs down. There's a lot of that.
You don't have anymore?
No, it's just the percentage of you can have thumbs down, but it doesn't tell you how many thumbs down you get. So just the percentage of thumbs ups to thumbs down. So anyway, that's our top. So speaking of Kickstarters, our Kickstarter shout-outs, I don't have anything to talk about really. I mean, I know that I think the Dark Tower Kickstarter is coming out, right? Is there a Dark Tower Kickstarter from Goodman? I was not the most connected to this con. It felt like there wasn't a lot of connecting to this con. There wasn't the same kind of online hangouts that there was a hangout last night, but I couldn't be on it. I was busy with your mom watching Senior Year on Netflix.
I'm gonna finish it after we finish
with
this.
Rebel Wilson, which was really good.
Really
good.
Halfway through.
That could be a good DCC.
That could.
DCC Senior Year.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be rad.
Yeah.
That's something I would do.
That would be rad. No cap, right?
It'd be funny if you're playing a game like that, and you got these cards, and they all had slang, like no cap or the different slang, and you had to use it.
Hilarious.
Your character would have to use in every sentence they said.
Rad. Road crew shoutouts. Judge Evie and I will be at Gen Con 2022, August 4th to the 7th.
Woohoo!
Where can people find us?
They can find us at I Live for Crits on Twitter, Living for Crits on Instagram, which I got signed out of, and just Living for Crits on YouTube. And don't like it.
So till next time, be safe, be healthy, be kind. I'm just gonna say no cap. Evie sus.
I'm gonna say rad. You're sus too.
Good night, everybody.
Night.